show you this to launch. This is the calendar and organizing secretary was telling you about. So this is for last year. This is the magazine to highlight the achievements of the season just ended. And this is the new calendar for 2021, 2020-2021. And it also runs to the other year of 2021 to 2022. I have the opportunity to launch it now for God and my country.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you are free to ask questions. You can have me in my way, you know me. You're welcome. Today's function is basically launching our program, where we are locked down in our homes and in our media houses. Of course, the next year's program. But since it's not my...
Our last season's calendar was interrupted by the corona. We had a M10 marathon, which was the beginning of the calendar. We had our Source of the Nile, which was the half marathon. We had the national cross country, and then we had one trial in Angola. Then the lockdown came, and nothing locally happened apart from the individual training from that time. This time, now we want to close the season with a mountain race. That one we are going to get very few people, be spaced from the beginning. And you know, when the race starts, automatically they get spaced. The faster ones go fast, and the slower ones go behind. It's going to be in Kapchora on precisely next Saturday. It's going to be in Kapchora on 28th November, and it will mark the close of our season. And then we want to start the new season in December. We first want to retrain our technical officials so that what they have forgotten is revived as we start our competitions. That one is going to be on from 7th to 12th December. And then we have acquired a new electronic timer which can time people on the road and on track. We are going to train people for using it, so that when we start the season, we have refreshed the officials and we have the new electronic timer in use. And the electronic timer course is going to be in January from 18th to 22nd. Then immediately on the 23rd, we want to start having our national trial. And we are going to have up to 7 trials before the Olympics. And all the trials are geared towards qualifying athletes and preparing those who have already qualified for the Olympics. We are going to have the usual Akibua Memorial, which also acts as a trial. And then we are going to have the Africa Senior Champs, which will also qualify people for the Olympics. It's going to be in Algiers, Algeria, from 1st to 5th June. And then lastly, we're going to have our national track and field champs, which will be the last qualifier on our side for the Olympics, which will be on 25th to 27th June. And then we shall enter the team in the residential training. If the offer from Tokyo that we take our athletes there, they have training facilities for our athletes for a month. If it materializes, some of the athletes will be going that side. It may not be all, but some will be going that side. And then the rest shall enter them in the residential training here until the time the departure for the Olympics. Generally, that is what we are preparing for, and it is a big deal this year. and we want to see if we can go a step forward, a step past the others in the Olympic Games and get more than one medal. You know, we've been getting a medal at a time in the Olympics. This time we want to see if we can get more than one. And we want to make this Olympics the greatest in our history. Thank you.
We are here, as I said, to launch the new calendar, but also to give accountability for the year just passed, calendar year 2019-2020. Part of the launch has already been effectively handled by Mr. Kiwa Faustino, and I will only just add something little, that our focus is to qualify more athletes. And apart from marathon and the 10,000 meters, athletes still have opportunity to qualify from the 1st December to the 29th of June. Is the new qualification window period. Those who had already qualified, 21 of them by the way, are already deemed qualified. But in the event that we have athletes qualifying, more than 3 qualifying in an event, we shall sit and select the best 3, because every event we can only enter 3. Irrespective of, even if we had a defending champion, we can only enter 3. So this is an opportunity for our athletes as the season starts. 1st December is not far from now for them to qualify for Olympic Games. Our target is to have not less than 25, last time we told the country, 25 to 30 from athletics alone. And I believe we are going to achieve that target, given what is on the ground and given the inspiration that our athletes have now. If you went to Kapchorwa, Kwen, Bukwa right now, you'll get amazed to see the number of athletes who are training. They have been hugely inspired by the season that has just ended. This season has been a difficult one, as we know, because of COVID-19 pandemic, which has ravaged the whole world, including Uganda. But it's a blessing for our nation that in spite of that, our athletes have performed even better than the previous years. This is the only year, the only season where our country has had 3 world records set by Joshua Cheptegei. 1 athlete, but 3 world records. It had never happened before. This is the season where we have also had the only World Athletics Championship was World Half Marathon. And it was still Uganda were the ones who won it. Jacob Kiplimo won that championship. And effectively, when you look at the records, we've had 8 national records set by 5 athletes. Of course, the world records that Joshua broke, he also set new national records here. 3 of them. Jacob Kiplimo joins him. He set a new national record in half marathon. He also set a national record in 3,000 meters and also set the world leading time. Jacob Kiplimo also, all the 3 outings that he has had, he started from Ostrava, 5,000 meters, where he won gold, and set the second fastest time this season in 5,000 meters. Uganda now as a world record holder, the best time in 5,000 and the second best time in 5,000. What a blessing. The 2 are joined by Chekwel Juliet, who also set a new national record in half marathon. They are joined by Halima Nakai, who set a new national record in 1,000 meters. And the other one is Sarah Chelangat, who is, by the way, still a junior, but set a new national record in 10,000 meters. Sarah Chelangat now has 2 national records. She also set a national record in 5,000 meters last year. Juliet Chekwel the same. Last year she had the national record of marathon, full marathon, which qualified her for Tokyo. So she also holds 2 national records. So this season with the limited competitions has been very, very successful, and we are proud of our athletes. We congratulate the athletes and the coaches and our partners who have supported us throughout the season. And a strong partner to us are those who were sponsoring us: MTN Uganda Limited, Nike Incorporated. These are our local and international sponsors that supported us. And I also want to thank you, members of the media. You know, we all embrace the new normal, where people would not watch the games physically, but you have brought the games to the people out there. I want to thank you so much, and I want to urge you to continue. For us, as athletics, we have benefited a lot. People used to watch some other games, but now I see people watching athletics, and they are not about to stop. We want to put in other parameters to ensure that people watch athletics even much more. It is a sport that is giving Uganda a lot of glory, and nobody would want to miss this. I want to thank the coaches. The coaches are always not talked about. Some people think in athletics, an athlete will wake up one morning and go and win. But so many people sacrifice. The coach, and sometimes not even one coach. A number of them train these athletes at certain stages. So I want to thank them so much. And I want to tell the country that now, as the executive, we're also crusading for our coaches. You know that the Uganda Athletics Federation does not employ coaches. We've been borrowing them from the clubs, but we want to reach a stage where we have national coaches that are paid by the federation, meaning that government should come in to support in this area. We shall make this, we have talked about this before, to the arms of government, NCS, Department of Physical Education, even at State House. The other thing I know which is yet to happen, and it will happen, since Joshua Cheptegei broke those 3 world records, he has never received any state reception. I know it is times of campaigns, but still there will be a window so that His Excellency the President receives Joshua Cheptegei officially and grants him a befitting reception. Not only him, Kiplimo and all the others who have excelled within this season. I believe this will happen, and we are following up with the State House, we are following up with the ministry to ensure that this is done. Now, having said that, I also want to now encourage all our athletes and the coaches and the people managing them to know that these times are not ordinary. We still need to maintain, to respect all the SOPs. We as a federation have put in place all the things that we need. You have to wear a face mask when you are on your way going for training, but of course when you reach the training grounds, you cannot train with a mask on. What now matters is social distancing, if you are many, but it's also better to reduce the numbers that train together. Let us observe social distancing, wear a face mask when you are in public, hand washing and sanitizing is very, very important, because COVID-19 is real. We have seen people fighting for their lives. We have even lost dear ones during this period. So whereas the media man said is welcoming you back from COVID-19 period, I want to remind you that it's still there, and we all have to take precautions, because when an athlete falls sick, that athlete cannot compete. There is even a risk of losing your life. So I want to emphasize this so much, and ask all our partners to embrace this. We all know that Uganda this year has had 2 athletes nominated as the World Athlete of the Year. We have Joshua Cheptegei, we have Kiplimo Jacob, nominated by World Athletics. To us, this is also the first time ever for us to have 2 athletes nominated among the 10 best. And I believe they will make it even among the 5 best. And one of them, definitely Joshua, I feel and I know this year, Joshua will take that accolade. Because when you look at the performances of athletes in the world, it is only Joshua Cheptegei who has broken 3 world records. No other athlete has done that in the world. So I am positive, I am confident that the World Athletics will see nowhere else, but this time give that award to Joshua Cheptegei. I know it is the World Athletics to decide, but I want to say, as Uganda Athletics Federation, we are very proud of Joshua Cheptegei, Kiplimo Jacob, and all our athletes who have excelled under very difficult conditions. We are proud of them, and we encourage them now to prepare even for the future. For Joshua Cheptegei, he still needs an Olympic gold medal. The coach, the organizing secretary told you, we want to make Tokyo Olympic Games the best ever. And he talked about us wanting not more than one, wanting more than 1 medal. I want to qualify that statement that we want more than 1 gold medal in Tokyo. And I believe we are going to achieve that. May I also now call upon, before I call upon the other potential sponsors, I will also take this occasion to state that ABSA, which used to be called Barclays Bank, at one time used to be one of our sponsors. And I'm also glad that this time, as ABSA is coming back, Barclays is now coming back to us in the new name of ABSA to come and support the activities of Uganda Athletics Federation. And I want to thank ABSA for realizing that really this is a sport that can give mileage back to them. And in that note, I want to call upon other corporates that are thinking of sponsoring, that are thinking of supporting any sport. I want to encourage them to come to athletics, because with athletics, the mileage is assured. Our athletes are now world class. And for your information, actually Ugandans downplay the achievements of our athletes. What Joshua Cheptegei has done, it is world class. No other person has done so this season. Jacob Kiplimo, they have done so well, and there are others who are also going to perform. So any corporate that comes to support us will surely get back the mileage that they need. Finally, I want to thank God again. We have had all this achievement because of God's favor. And I want us to know it is not only our strength or our wisdom or our ingenuity, but it is the favor of God. I believe next year will be even more robust. And let us all believe with me. Thank you, and God bless you. You know, when you go to the sprints, the short sprints, 100 meters, 200 meters is really tough, you know. So, but from 400 meters, we have opportunity to qualify. And you know, in them, you could qualify 3. But we also know our athletes. So, the technical committee and all of us know areas where athletes are still likely to qualify. I've already told you one area. Marathon women, I've told you only 1 has qualified, but I believe 2 more can. For men, we have more than 3 we need, but still we want to see good times. So by the end of the season, you may find more than 7 have qualified or about 10 have qualified, but we shall pick 3. Then in 10,000 meters, in women, we still need the women to qualify. As we speak now, I think there was only 1 or 2 who had qualified. But in those areas, I know we shall have 3 athletes in 10,000 women. We shall have 3 athletes in 10,000 men. We shall have 3 athletes in 5,000 men. Even in women, we have opportunity to qualify 3. Then you come down to 3,000 meters steeplechase. For men, I believe we can qualify 3. Women, so far 1. I don't know whether there will be another addition. When you come to 1.5, so far 2 women, men only 1. So we can still make them 3-3. So those are the areas. But you know, the qualification standards are high. Okay, we also have javelin women who have opportunity to qualify. The other beauty about this qualification is that you can qualify by times, you can also qualify by rankings. You can also qualify by rankings. So when I say, surely we shall qualify 25 to 30, I believe this will come to pass.
The mountain running, it's going to be just a closer of the season. It's not going to be a qualifier for other events. It's just going to be a ceremony for us to close the season and give opportunity to those athletes who have not run out this year to run inside. And we're going to limit the numbers. It's going to be on first come, first serve basis. You can register with the secretariat. If the numbers are not realized, then we shall register on the site. On first come, first serve basis.
Bannayuganda mumanyi ekiriwo kati kubanga mu nsi yonna kikirwadde ssenyiga omukambwe. Nga ffe abategesi b'empaka zigenda okubeera Kapchora nga 28 mwezi guno, tutaddewo buli nkola yonna eyeetaagisa kulaba nti tutangira ekirwadde ekyo, okukwata abagenda okudduka wamu n'abalabi abagenda okulaba emisinde egyo. Tulina buli kintu kyonna ekyetaagisa ng'ekyatusabibwa Ministry ya Health ne gavumenti ya Uganda.
Abaddusi bano mugenda bakuuma batya before they come for an event? Bava waka buli omu waabwe kiri kitya?
Kakati abaddusi abo bonna tulina okusooka okubagema tutya. Tulina okupima temperature, balina okunaaba mu ngalo n'ebirala bingi nnyo ebyetaagisa kulaba nti abalwadde tusobola okubajja bajja mu bagenda okompitinga. So buli kintu kyonna ekyetaagisa tugenda kuteeka mu nkola.
Kalenda ya 2021 n'okweteekera emizannyo gy'Olympics mutandikira ku ki?
Tutandika nga tuteekerateekera mpaka za Olympics zino ezakyusibwa. Zali suppose kubeera mwaka guno ne baziteekayo mwaka ogujja e Tokyo. Tulina enteekateeka gye twanjudde olwaleero egenda okutuusa Tokyo Olympics nga tutandika ne competitions nyingi zetugenda okubeera ziwera nga 15 zigenda okubeera wano mu Uganda, then endala nga 20 ez'ebweru. Ezo zonna zijja kutuyamba nnyo okulaba nti abaddusi baffe batuusa ebipimo ebyetaagisa okwetaba mu mpaka za Olympics, wadde nga mulimu n'abo 21 abatuusa ebipimo ebyetaagisa. Kati tunaaba tukomerekezza enteekateeka eyo naawe nga tumaze okulaba abagenda abayiseemu, era tujja kutuula ng'ekibiina ekifuga omuzannyo gw'emisinde mu ggwanga okulaba nti ate tususula buli event katugambe 10 balina okubeera basatu bokka. Kati kijja kutuwa ekiseera ekirungi kulaba nti byonna byetutegeka tubitegese bulungi.
Wali alina